Hey, this is Colin from Atsign. I'm talking about invisible AI using the agentic software. One of the questions I had is, what do you use this for? Well, I use it for a bunch of things, but what is quite useful to be able to do is have different models for different questions. So I'm going to demonstrate how you can do that. Standard thing up and running at the moment. Um, and I can just ask questions. My standard answer questions are, what is the moon? And by default, you're talking to the Llama 3.2 LLM. Nothing wrong with that. It's pretty generic, tries to answer good questions. But what if you've got another model that's better at answering specific things, or it's trained on different stuff? So on my Ollama instance, I'm logging into the machine now, the Llama machine. This is the machine over here on my diagram. There we go. You can see I actually have sort of a few models that are available. The one I quite like using is this White Rabbit Neo. It's trained on computer and network security, so can often give you some sort of interesting stuff for not a lot of VRAM. So what I'd like to do here is set that up so I could use that via my atSign over here. So the way we can do that is we run a AI talk underscore server. I just hit enter here, we'll see all the options. So there's a bunch of options here, and obviously we've got to have the atSigns. In this case, it's Llama, and we we'll also want to give it the model. So -m is for the model here. And so we can just grab this. That's the model. And we also want to give it a namespace. So at the moment, when I run on this machine, I'm just going to hit the Llama model even when this is running. So I want to give it a name so I can reference it. So let's give it a -n command. This is what we call a namespace, and we call it White Rabbit or W Rabbit. And that's it. It's connecting and it's waiting for stuff. Now, if I just run this command back on my machine here, I'm just talking to the regular Llama thing, so we actually won't see anything to what is the moon. We won't see anything on this server here at all because we're talking to the Llama 3.2 instance, and there's the answer. But if we put it in -n and then W Rabbit, now we're talking to the same Ollama instance, but we're actually going to be using the White Rabbit Neo model. So now I can ask sort of more difficult questions. Would I scan a whole /32 to 3024 network with Nmap? Nmap, there we go. Now you can see this is there's the query it's got in, and it's now talking to a Llama, but it's actually talking to the White Rabbit Neo model, and so I'll get a better question, a better answer. So here we are. This is the command I could use. That's quite good. Now, what can you also use this for? You can actually use this and pipe some commands into it. So if I cat my /etc/ssh sshd config file into it, so I'm just giving it my config file, and then I can give the model some context with -c, and please offer any suggestion to make this sshd config file more secure. How's that? Hit it. So we're giving it some context. We've captured that file in, so it's got the full context of the SSH, and let's see what we come up with. And oh, there's a bunch of suggestions here. There we go. So that's how you can use it. You can use it to get things piped in and speak to a different model and offer a context. And you can do it from anywhere in the world because you're using atSigns, and you can move you around that model as and when. Just another way you can use this stuff. Hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching.